Welcome to Maddie's Playtime. I'm Maddie, and this is my playtime. Today we're going to be having a look at SnowRunner. Let's see if the audio is too loud. I hope it isn't. It cuts out when I do adjustments to the audio. Not exactly sure if we're going to have any live viewers here on the stream, but if you're watching this later, then yes, this is a live stream. So if you're watching it after the fact, then indeed it's live with no video editing. We're starting off, we're going to start a brand new game, a brand new start to SnowRunner, see what it's like, and continue on with that over multiple streams. Well, the stream will be about 2 hours long. We'll see how far we get, and kind of like a test also. If you don't know anything about me, then I do streams for a game called Battle Legion, and I've recently decided to branch out and start doing some of my own streams, other topics and other games and so on. So I'm testing out things that are not quite usual for me, at least at the moment. So today we're testing out. I have live in stream chat video, chat kind of stream, whatever, window, transparent on the side there. See what that's like during gameplay. If somebody will join us, then do let me know what it's like, if it should be changed, different sizes, so on. Also trying out, I have a relatively old steering system, Logitech G25. It is old. It does have some faults to it. It is not exactly straight, but you are not able to calibrate these things. It requires opening up and doing things to get it working. It does the job. It does the job fine. Also, it's missing its original power supply, so I have a jury-rigged power supply to it at the moment, but it works, so that should be fine. So anyway, without further ado, we'll start up a new game. SnowRunner has recently got an update which has the new Game Plus, where you can modify how the game starts off, and I do like to have a hard game, but I'd also like to have a few settings just to get things going at the beginning. For instance, starting rules rank, I like to start at 10. That means some specific tires and upgrades are available almost from the very start. Otherwise the game can be a bit of a struggle and sometimes a little bit boring and over tedious otherwise. Truck availability, yeah, that can be normal. DLC trucks, no, we don't want DLC. We want to go with the so-called vanilla game at the moment, so we don't even have any season passes or anything. We're going to just start off with the base game. Truck pricing rules, they can be normal price. Selling, though, we shall have 50% off. If we sell a truck, we only get 50% of the price back. Storage rules, they can be normal. Availability of trailers, they can be normal. Same thing with the price, selling 50% off. You have another page, external body add-ons, they can be tire availability, that's fine. Let's have it normal. Garage refueling, no refueling at the garage. That's the only setting. Either you can refuel or you can't. Fuel prices, we shall go for double fuel prices. It will cost double the normal amount. That will give us an incentive to try to scavenge fuel from wherever. And vehicle repair rules, we shall go for all repair is paid. Repair part stocking rules, it's also paid. Repair point sufficiency, that can be normal. Vehicle repair regional, that can be normal. Vehicle damage rules, that can be normal. Truck recovery rules, times the base price. So we want it to be expensive to recover a vehicle. Recovering basically means if you get stuck or it tips over or whatever, you can go through the map setting and just, recover to the garage, and it'll just beam the truck back to the garage. Everything's fine. We want to make that expensive, so you have a truck tip over, it might be worth having having another truck going, save it. Okay, those are fine. Anything important on the last page? Oops. Oh, get over there. Contract payout rules, that can be normal. Tasking contests, fine, they can be normal. Map marker rule, that can be normal. Traveling between regions is paid. Not. Truck switching rules over the mini-map, that can be normal. Time settings, this is an interesting one. Default no time skip, double daytime no time skip. Let's have some night, we'll have double the day. That will be cool. Let's see what it is. I think we'll go with that, so accept, and we shall we'll take slot number 2. We'll try to remember that. Slot number 2 is the streaming. Don't want to go over any of the games that I've gone really far with, so I am by no means a professional at this. I have just logged a lot of hours on it. There might be some optimal way of doing some of the tasks to get everything the most out of it. I do know some of those optimal ways, but I am going to I'm not going to try to find out what they are in advance. We're going to try to have this like a proper real type gameplay. Let's see. I wonder if just to start off, that chat screen does look excessively large. Let me see if I can this audio's going to cut out for a moment from the game while I hop into OBS to do a slight adjustment. So width, let's make it 400. I'm hoping that it will adjust the text as if we get any chats in, it will adjust the text properly. This, as I said, I'm testing it out. It's the first time I've tried having the chat on screen. So anyway, we can go ahead and leave the garage now. So hopefully I have all the settings on the steering wheel. I have also a gear shifter with lots of extra buttons on it. And then I do have the foot stuff, so I have the gas pedal, brake pedal, also clutch. But as this game is more of an automatic gearbox type game, there doesn't really seem to be proper manual gearbox available in any of the vehicles, so it's this kind of automatic. You can have low range and high range and reverse, but otherwise it's like automatic, so stick with automatic. The first thing to do is get our first proper big truck, and that luckily is just around the corner. Right there. If you played a normal game, so basically just start off with the normal new game and you select the difficulty, this truck will be quite broken. But as this is a new plus game, we don't have the tutorial, we don't have the truck isn't broken, so some of the kind of like the story type elements, even though there's no real story in the game, they are missing. So here we can pick up 4-wheel drive for, I think it's for that truck exactly. I'm not going to be going through all the basics of the game. I'm going to, you know, hopefully whoever's watching has played it, knows possibly the basics. If they don't know the basics, then you can try to find out. But I'm not going to go through it by as we do stuff. But yeah, we'll see. So well, let's just do fire off. Just realized my settings are not correct. For some reason, every time you start up, wheel presets go to predefined one and not the custom, which I. So that should now get us a winch going. We can winch this truck in, get it some changes immediately. Not all my buttons set up correctly, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Let's get this out of the way. Change into the truck and get it set up for first. So through the map you can change trucks. It's a bit buggy now and then. Sometimes you can't select the truck that you want for some reason. Have no idea why. The engine is broken. Okay, so it is a little bit broken up. That will. I just seem to remember because it doesn't look busted up. If you play in the normal new game, then this is all broken on top. On the top of it now, it is. We'll go ahead and do the repair. Okay, so we cannot do the repair yet. We're going to have to try to do, and this could be a bit of a problem. So we are going to leave that there, hop back in here, and we need to go find a truck that works. And luckily, I happen to know where that truck is. On the way, we'll pick up one extra kind of piece to the part. You can collect certain parts through the maps in the game, and those parts are then free that you can use and install trucks. Otherwise, parts do cost, sometimes quite a bit. I have the base tires on this pickup truck at the moment, so it's possibly not going through as well as it could. Another important thing to remember in this game is to keep your eye on the fuel. Run out of fuel, then that can be embarrassing. Stop it there, collect it. It is raised suspension for something I can't remember what. The GMC makes 9,500. Okay, fine. Not for this truck. Let's just zip it. So we don't drop off, because that again would be very embarrassing, because this is the only car we have. If we tip this over now, we have no other option except to recover. We probably can't do that either because we have no money. So going to low range. You can see what gear we have selected in the bottom right there. So I went into low range. I need to think of at some point having the camera set up a little different so that you can see what I'm doing with the gear shifter. Now we're back into automatic. Yeah, some of the higher range gears. I do hope the audio sound from the game, just looking at the levels, they do seem quite high. Let me just bring those down slightly, just in case they're too loud. Go. The game is set up. It's kind of funny. Keyboard commands. You kind of have to tap the keyboard twice to activate the keyboard commands. It kind of wants to be set to either receive keyboard commands or the wheel commands. It doesn't want to receive them both at the same time. It's a funny thing. I've played this game extensively with the keyboard only. It's only recently that I've gotten the steering wheel operational. And I have to say, if you're into this game at all, if you have this game, or if you're thinking of getting this game, the steering wheel is a must. It makes so many things more enjoyable and easier. For instance, this truck. This pickup truck is easy to control, easy to drive. With the keyboard, it's all over the place. So, yeah, I highly recommend getting a steering wheel. Obviously, it doesn't need to have force feedback. This Logitech obviously does have force feedback, but even without force feedback, then I highly recommend a steering wheel. If I didn't have this steering wheel, I would you know, really think about getting the I can't remember what make it is, but it's like a farming steering wheel. I think it's like originally made for the Microsoft Farm Simulator. And that has so many extra buttons and extra controls for controlling a crane and everything. It's not quite this Logitech isn't really set up for those kind of things. Farming Simulator steering wheel is. That's something I would think about, but I don't think it has force feedback. So if you're into force feedback, then that one won't help you out. I actually forgot to show you guys what we're actually doing here. This is the whole map. It's quite large, as you can see. We've just driven this whole distance here. We're heading roughly here. There's a truck there that we can get as a full tank of fuel, or probably diesel. We'll get that, and then we'll be able to start moving some stuff, get some money, get that truck fixed up and on the road, and we can continue going. I could have set the game up to start with that we would have had some money. I opted for not. Might have been a bad idea, but well, it gives us something cool and extra to do. Don't want things to be too easy. Stream, actually, I only let folks know on my Discord that I'm doing a stream. I only let them know 2 hours in advance, so probably have nobody watching, but that's fine. The video will be out there for anybody to watch, to look forward to, find, to stumble on. And if you do, please do subscribe, hit that like button as well. It'll help me out, it'll help you out, it helps everybody out. And obviously you can also suggest what kind of games you'd like me to play. I do have some other types of videos out there. First reaction videos where I just try out new PC or mobile games. From the viewpoint of having kind of like a light insight to the industry. My work is I'm player support and community manager. So I do work in the industry, have some opinions on certain aspects of games and so from that. So, but indeed, if there's any kind of games you'd like to see me play or try out, test out, or if there are any kind of gaming related topics, kind of industry related stuff, what the idea of certain things in mobile games is, like monetization or or pretty much anything, you can let me know and I can try to talk about that. Why not? Maybe even get some guests in from the industry. So just shut the engine off here. Again, I have to press B twice to activate the keyboard. We'll hit V, and I think we'll use the change truck menu. This then is, I think this was the GMC, which we just got the race suspension for on the way here. Let's see, what kind of stuff, is there anything we could do, like, you know, as we're driving back, or what should we do first? Ski forwarding, farming tools, curtain side trailer. Okay, there is a curtain side trailer already available in the yard. That would be kind of like going back and forth too much. Is there anything we can do? I can't remember all of these by heart. It's been a while since I've started from the very beginning. Lost container. These start to go outside. Pipe dream. No. That we could do in a moment. I do know that there's something we need to do there, and if I remember correctly, it's metal beams that is needed. I can't remember if there's one or two. One or two. Two. Let's just go get some metal beams, head off in that direction, and see what we can do. If nothing else, we'll go get the curtain side trailer and get that to the farm. This truck is what they do call in the game a highway truck, so it is not built for off-road. It also does not, at least yet, have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Can't really say four-wheel drive because this would be six-wheel drive, though there are double wheels at the back, so 10-wheel drive. So yeah, all-wheel drive. And then there is something called you can lock the differential, diff lock. That basically means any axles that are, you know, pushing the car forwards or truck, basically it locks both wheels that they then go, or all the wheels that are pulling, that they all go at the same speed. If you don't have your diff lock, then what tends to happen is if one wheel has traction and another one doesn't, then the wheel that doesn't have traction will start to spin, and the wheel that does have traction will kind of stop. Not the best if you're in like really tricky situations. There's lots of mud and so on. So then you want to lock your suspension, lock your differential. But then when you're on like hard surfaces, then you don't want to lock your differential because that'll start to break and destroy the truck. So yeah, off we go. We'll get some metal from here. There's a warehouse in the center of this little village. Tight to turn in. Stop it there. The loading, we did select that. It costs something, so I can't remember how much it costs. I seem to remember it should say here. It doesn't. Maybe we forgot the loading. It doesn't matter. Handbrake. Don't remember if probably needs 2 metal beams. The task that I'm thinking of, there are 2 different kind of there's basically like random tasks that you can find in the world, and then there are the missions. Missions are basically they're the set ones that we already had a look at, which had the current side trailer, for instance. And then there are the ones that you can find in the world. We can find one right here, and I can show you what it's like. So here's one. So basically it's this yellow circle, this yellow area. And yeah, task, Motel Woes. Some story about they need something from somewhere. You can accept it. It doesn't start tracking it immediately because it's a task, but now that we've accepted it, it will be in our task list up here. So now we can see Motel Woes is here, and we can start tracking it from here. Or then they are the contracts, and these are the ones that are always visible. And we're going to be doing farming tools as soon as possible, but can't do that yet. And tasks you cannot see on the screen here anywhere. And I have to find them. And there's a task somewhere about here in this black area. There is one task, and we're going to go for that. Another basic thing is these watchtowers. You go to them, you unlock them. They'll kind of show us what's in the black area. And once we can see what's in the black area, there's some stuff we can find from there as well. Also, like the vehicle upgrades, you can find those. Now that we have that sorted out, let's go see if one set of... then it wasn't even metal. I wonder, was it concrete blocks? This is the thing, you see. I'm trying to remember things and figure out shortcuts. And that's where the game can bite you. If you think you need something somewhere, load up on that. And if you're not sure, or you don't check if you can check, then you can drive a long distance, waste a lot of time just to get somewhere and find out, oh, I've got the wrong stuff. Excuse me if my voice sounds a bit down or I cough now and then. I do actually at the moment have COVID, which is not fun. But luckily, symptoms aren't that bad. That's one of the reasons why I decided to have this stream. Something to do. It started to get boring. So, shall continue, and yeah, just second guessing myself. Never try to do stuff out of memory if you're not 100% sure. There is actually a very interesting website called MapRunner. You can Google for that. Google MapRunner. It has all the maps of the game, and it has all the tasks, and it has locations of all trucks that you can find, trailers. It has everything you need, so you can, with that, plan stuff well in advance. Yeah, somebody might say, well, that's cheating. But, yeah, is it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Though in the real trucking world, you do tend to have maps and you can plan things, chain things up real nicely. It's a pain having to drive a long way somewhere just to find out that, oh, I should have brought that as well. And I was just there where I could get it. So this is indeed where the the electricity pylon fallen over. We'll accept that. We'll start tracking. Oh, luckily we did need metal beams. So you can see in the top right corner what we need, where we need to deliver it. Luckily there was metal beams involved, but there are also concrete blocks. Luckily I just happen to remember where we can pick some up real nicely along the way. So we shall indeed go to C. Okay, we need to hold C to go to the next action, because the game wasn't expecting that we would have had metal beams already. There we go. Oops. So there. Now we can find a way out of here. The game does have an automatic reverse as well, so if you hold the brake, or if you were playing with just the keyboard, you keep the down arrow down. Once the truck is stopped, then it will engage reverse, and then you can reverse. But you get into problems. So I like to use the proper reverse gear. And you do need to be careful of these barriers, because you will break things on this truck, or any truck. If you hit stuff, hit barriers. And we did select double price for fixing things, I believe, or at least that it does cost. So, yeah. You can, and if you want, you can also select that trucks get no damage, so then you can have, you know, full arcade feeling, ram into things and nothing happens. I'm going for the full experience here. Maybe not so much, not really role-playing here, but I am indeed, my voice going into the red a bit too often. Oh, not really role-playing here, but I am indeed wanting to keep things kind of authentic. Might not always drive on the right side of the road, but there are no police here. There are no NPCs even. You can have a friend join. Do multiplayer where you have friend join to help you out. We might do that at some point. I do know I have a couple friends who have played this. If there are any Battle Legion fans out there watching Standing Point, then I have one very good friend, which you might remember. A friend called Ulther. He also has played this, has been into this at least. I'm pretty sure he would be up for some SnowRunner. But yeah, so what we're doing now is we're getting that curtain side trailer. There's some concrete blocks. We just went past them. I didn't point them out, but we just went past them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get the trailer, and then we're going to go get the blocks. At the same time, I'm going to make a modification on this truck in advance for something that most likely come up at some point. But I like to modify these trucks so that I have a certain truck for a certain kind of tasks. And this truck is my semi-truck, so I'm going to be putting a saddle onto this truck. And the busted up truck that we have here, that is going to be getting this bed that's on the back of this truck. So just here, because I do know saddle at least used to be free. You had two saddles, the high and the low ones, and yep, they're still free. Go ahead and select it. There's all sorts of stuff you can select here. If you're not familiar with this game, you can transport wood, log loaders, all kinds of things. And it all depends on what happens. And this game is very extensive. There are so many maps. There are so many new seasons come out which have new maps. It is quite something. Right, so that's all we can do because we still have no money. Leave the garage. Here we can see we actually left the other truck, so it's kind of just to avoid collisions. It's done that. We'll do, while we're here, we might as well tow this to the right place. These menus are a little bit buggy with using the steering wheel, and I find that surprising. It's as if the game wasn't made with steering wheel in mind. I find that mind-boggling. This works so well with this. So enjoyable. Let's leave that there. East winch. Go. And might as well grab the mission or the contract. Farming tools. Accept. So we'll get a little bit of money from this, and then we'll get the concrete blocks, and after that we should have enough money to get that truck back on the road. Indeed, that one. Oh, we did have metal teams here as well already. First, hooking up trailers is kind of easy. I mean, just need to get it close enough. There probably is a quick key for this, but I open up this little extra kind of function menu with the button, attach trailer, and that's it. And then we're off again. So yeah, I don't have my normal windows open. Can't see if there's people following or watching yet. Alright, just go ahead and say hello in the chat. If not, then that's fine. This will serve as a normal video for people who watch it later. Hope somebody does watch it later. And if you do, as I mentioned before, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and smash the like as well. It'll help me out. It'll start to get my channel out there, and it'll also help you out because YouTube will then start to, you know, it'll get to know what you like to see and so on. Obviously, if you don't like this content, then maybe not liking this. Go. Just dropped into low range here because the physics in this game are pretty good. They're very superb for these kind of slow-moving trucks and so on. The physics for high-speed and tarmac roads is not good. This game does not handle speed pretty much in any way, or hard surfaces like tarmac. You can see that the truck doesn't really work right on tarmac quite often, but most of the game is indeed mud, gravel, and snow. But at the moment we do have a heavy truck, yes, but we're pulling a heavy load with no weight on the truck except the truck itself. So what that's going to happen is we don't have much grip. You can see the tires spinning away there. Now if we had like a load of something, if we had those metal beams on the back of the truck, then we'd be going a lot better because there'd be more weight in the truck, give us more grip. So sometimes it is worth, if you're pulling something heavy, sometimes it is worth just getting something into the bed of the truck just for the sake of weight. And like now, we have no weight in the truck and we have lost grip. Luckily we can winch. For some reason my winch cancel button is not working. So to cancel that winch, we're going to have to open up function menu. Keep it in low range for now. And another thing I'm realizing, I need a new chair. I usually sit up more upright, but now that I have the steering wheel and the pedals down there, I'm more in a ouch position. I don't know, leaning back more. So this chair is not really meant for that. Meant for more, you know, upright, ergonomic working positions. Not so much driving position. So now we don't have any cargo we're dropping off. We're dropping off a whole trailer, so you got to get that trailer into the yellow area, and boom. And that was only 1,050 something. Call it dollars or euros or what? I mean, this game is situated in the United States, as you can see by the flag there. But I suppose we'll go for dollars, bucks. Green paper things. Oh, don't get stuck here. Low range. Do it. Okay, we're gonna have to winch again. Luckily, the winching system is not that authentic, so that you can really quickly winch yourself out of places. Real life winching is not that easy. What now? The concrete blocks. You already had the task, so the game will automatically start tracking the latest task that you have accepted. Contracts, it won't auto-track. You have to select those separately, but oh, come on. I just realized we might get into problems because we do not have off-road tires. These are kind of highway tires. That's what all the trucks usually come with by default. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some. And also, I don't want to go there with these tires because I know that looks simple, but you get stuck easily. And do note, there's also a fuel trailer there. That's not needed in any missions, I don't think. So that is a trailer that we're going to grab at some point and take it to some place where there aren't any gas stations per se. So we do have double the cost in fuel prices in this game now. So we're going to be wanting to use alternate sources of fuel as much as possible. Here we have those blocks, concrete blocks, and I believe we are going to have problems getting out of here because that is super heavy, and we have no load on the truck itself. Did we go too far? We did. There we go. Attach trailer. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's just do low range immediately, as I feared. We can't move. Let's manually select 3. Once we have better tires and trucks meant for this stuff, then these don't need to use the winch quite as often. That's it for that winch. Next one, can we... Buggy now and then. There we go. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to travel off to the side a bit. And then you also need to be careful with these winches. It's super easy to tip your truck over. Winch from a wrong position or something. It is something that can easily happen. A winch, yeah. It's muddy place here, so the truck will slide. If it was a harder surface, then there's a risk of tipping the truck. But you just have to be quick and, you know, you have to be quick and just stop winching. Still not go? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Can't do it. Okay. Oh, what do we winch to now? We can winch with the trailer. Like that. Should kind of pull us along. Winch away. The winch itself, you do press a button to start the winch, have it pull. Got it on the steering wheel, the winch button. I have the opposite button, usually is for cancelling the winch, but it is not cancelling the winch. So, yeah, because it's release winch. Actually, just to make things easier, why don't we just go have a quick look? Because it's in the keyboard settings. Probably because it's, you know, release winch empty. Shh. There. We can now cancel the winch without having to open the functions menu. Yay! So off we go. Get it into automatic, get some speed going. We are going to run into a little bit of problems here. We might have to do some punching again. We'll have to see. Hopefully we don't. Low range. Now we have the auto. Oops. We have the quick winch. Quick winch, basically it just randomly winches from a point at the front to something ahead. You can use that for these kind of quick situations, just, you know, quickly winch and quickly off. Quite often all you need is that little extra kind of pull. That situation can help you get going. That's now winching off to the side. Sometimes you can change it when angling the camera. We are truly stuck now. Okay, let's manually select point. That one. If you select very thin trees, then they will start to bend and they will break, depending on how much load you put on the tree. That's a big tree, so it won't break. So you can't just winch to any old thing. And this is gonna take forever. Again, let's select another winch point. And then sometimes you can get stuck on tree stumps, logs and stuff. If you do, then winching might not even work. I find it impossible to winch. No matter how much you winch, you just can't get the truck going. Then sometimes you just have to go back. Try again. Reverse a little and see if you can see what's keeping the truck from going. Like in this situation. Now there you can see that's all. Caught on something. Oh, it's that trailer. That trailer's so heavy and it's digging into the mud at the back. Could be tricky. I like to winch from the center points of the truck. Gives for a more balanced winch as well. If you winch from the very front, then that'll tend to also want to pull the front end in that direction. Winch from the center, then it's oh, there's a log. Can't climb over it. Then we're going to now maybe winch from front. Go. If we had the right kind of truck, we could plow over that log, it would break it, and it would not be there anymore. It would, you know, break and disappear. Also, when you drive along the roads and stuff, you start to make grooves into the road. Muddy places, you make the tracks deeper, and it gets more difficult the more times you drive through it, which is really cool. But all that gets reset when you restart the game, which is an odd choice. I mean, obviously, yeah, there's going to be a lot of memory issues and all kinds of stuff if you save all of that data into your saved game or whatever. But it would be cool because you can go out and drive just, you know, into the middle of the forest or whatever, and you can do that, go back and forth on whatever route you've done, and it starts to form a road. You can see how it starts to, you know, etch out the tire tracks. They start to get muddy and stuff, so you can actually make your own roads and stuff. And then you start the game, it's all gone. It would be so cool if the game would give me better tires at the very start. If the game would remember stuff like that, because yeah, it would give a completely new experience to the game. And it also forces you to in some places take new routes, or if you're driving, always drive down like the center of the road. And some poor roads might get so degraded down the center that then next time you go along, you need to drive along the right side or the left side. That would be cool. Another neat ideas that would be very cool. Come on, move. Another cool addition would be able to have like use a dump truck and transport gravel, and even tip gravel into muddy places to make the ground more firm. And something I would see would work very well in this. We seriously need to get money, get better tires, off-road tires, and get the other truck working, because that will have four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive and lockable differential. Oh, come on. Load is too heavy. No problem. I'm gonna run out of fuel soon. Come on. You can do it. I just realized something else. We can get that other truck running immediately. Why didn't I think of that? There is a service wagon in the next to the garage. We're just looking at it. I didn't mention it, but I saw it there. But the plus side of that is we don't need to spend money on repairing the truck. So what we can then do is, I hope we can repair it. If all the tires are gone, then we don't have enough tires there. Unload. There. 1,550. I wonder if this truck can get us the rest of the night. I don't think it can. I think we're going to leave this trailer here. This trailer is needed further up the road in a moment. Concrete blocks. I think there's a bridge that needs repairing. But we are going to leave that here. Get off the engine. Go see how much we can repair this truck. But that's over there. Oh no. Is it? There. Oh, we messed up now. We'll take this truck for a spin again. Oops. Wrong button. You can see on the bottom right there we have all-wheel drive on now. We can take it off, then it's just using back tires, or take it on and then it's all four. I even have that stacked there. Well, if you're on a hard surface, then you can switch it off and save fuel. If you have all-wheel drive off, you will save fuel, and that can be very, very important. And the diff lock also, that will use more fuel, but the problem with diff lock is you can only use it at low range. You can't use it in automatic or at high range, only low range. And then at some point you do get a gearbox that has low range with low range minus and low range plus. Low range plus is just a little bit faster than the normal low range. But if you use that with the diff and you get onto a hard surface, you break the diff lock, or it will start to get damage. If I had a normal game running at the moment where recovery wouldn't cost anything, I'd just recover this truck back to the garage. But we're doing it like as if we were really there. And mistakes like this happen a lot in this game, so you have to get used to it. You make mistakes, you remember that you can pick something up from somewhere, get there, and it's the wrong stuff, or you can't get it for some reason, and you have to go back, waste fuel. Of course, you can use MapRunner, the website I mentioned earlier. You can use that. You can see where stuff is, and you can plan routes out and everything. Oh, fast. This game does not really, be fast. Racing on tarmac physics is not its thing. Almost 1 hour into the stream. As you can see the old tracks that we've done, and they start to get super deep. This truck could go through here normally, and now it's stuck because we have made the road too deep. Tracks. We do have the winch. It's evening. Sun's going to be setting soon. We're going to have to switch lights on. Those are one of the add-ons for the trucks that you can do. You can purchase extra lights and stuff, make things really bright during the night as well. By default, all the trucks have white core lights. Let's see how much of this truck we can fix. It's going to be a pity if we can't fix it completely. Although what I'm worrying about, the repair trailer has a set amount of tires on it, and if all the tires are broken on that truck, then there's not going to be enough tires. So we'll be able to fix the truck, yeah, get it running, but it'll have flat tires. And it's a question as to what to do. Because repairing your truck at the garage is always a fixed sum, $2,500, even if it's just, you know, a bent fender. Which is actually a shame. They could have a little bit more detail in it. But they don't. That's fine. Can't complain too much. It's an astounding game. Level of detail, size of the maps. There are so many maps. So there's the truck, and there is the repair trailer. And this is going to require some. We can't actually pull it. We can't, you know, hook the trailer to it up to the hitch, but we can, you know, winch it. So we can pull it like this. And the idea now is, since it has to be connected to a truck. It has to be connected to a truck because it has like power. I guess it needs power or something, and it's not connected to a truck, then it won't have power, then cannot fix. I'm getting very lucky. Oh, close enough. Pedals keep. Should have done this when we had the other truck. Okay, we did. No, not that far. Okay, so now we just pull this truck just a little bit forwards, be able to connect, and then we can get the. Wonder if that. We shall soon find. So, change truck. Yes, that one. We're lucky. Whew. Right, so now we can repair. So the source is service trailer. It's got enough tires. Got 8. So we can repair. So we'll do repair all. Boom. Got no fuel. Have fuel? Fuel? Service trailer has no fuel, so we're going to have to take from Chevrolet. Take it all. We'll get it tanked up. Now we can detach the trailer. Go into the garage. Here we are, fully repaired. Now we had some stuff that we can attach to this. We want these off-road tires, but we don't have money for them yet. Diff lock we cannot install yet. What did we get for this? We got the rear-wheel drive, engageable all-wheel drive. Enter to install. Installed. We want the sideboard trailer. This is from the truck that we found, the GMC. So that's why we have ×1. We don't need to pay for it because we had it. And leave garage. Go. Lights, because this is the... Let's go ahead. We need to set up the steering wheel. Keyboard combination. Headlights empty. There, we can now control that. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, headlights are not doing much. Let's go ahead and get that fuel trailer. Of course, before we wander off, because nature of the game, we might want to have a look as to what we have going on. Metal beams to the farm, and we have metal beams right there. We might as well start this. You can do parts of these contracts as well and tasks, so you can like take a part of the stuff there, and then you can do some other task or mission in between. You can certainly do that. And I have no idea why. I'm running an RTX 3090 with the latest drivers, but when I hit the lights on, you see that? Lights come on, but then it takes a while for the bulbs get bright. And then sometimes when you're playing, you do that, and you don't see them correctly. I have no idea why it does that. It's just funny. It looks odd when you're driving in the night. Especially in the regions that have snow later on. There, obviously the lights look super bright when you use them, and then it just doesn't look good. I don't know why it does that. So, we're attaching the trailer, obviously. Of course we are. There we go. Oops, we're still in reverse. Luckily we weren't in a drag race there. Being kind of, you know, sad to hit reverse when you should be going forwards. We're all over the place. Yeah, those lights are sad. One thing we're going to need to invest in at some point. It won't cost much for at least one set of extra lights on the front, but it will make things a lot brighter. This is basically, this truck is the base truck that you use for most of the, at least the first parts of the game. You can get pretty much all the upgrades for it in these first few maps. It's nimble, it's small. Diff lock you get quite soon. Oh, we already have it. So if we drop into low range, we can put the diff lock on, and we can immediately, it lurches forward. And it's, you know, very difficult to get this stuck. Except obviously we don't have off-road tires at the moment. So this truck will struggle in the mud. We do get those off-road tires, but we need, what was it, 5,000 green things until we can get those. Lighting in the game is super cool. I like evenings, I like twilight time. Nighttime is cool. Sometimes you see animals. You can see wolves. They don't move. They're kind of like, you know, mock, kind of like billboards, kind of like, you know, cutouts, but their eyes glow. I remember when this game first came out, then there was folks that you see on some forums saying that, oh, I saw an animal, I saw a wolf, and everyone's like, there are no animals in this game. And then there was a long time there was like a myth, did it have animals or not? And people started to find them more and more. I can't remember if MudRunner had that. This is actually like the second installment. There's MudRunner is the first, and SnowRunner is now the second. Funny thing about MudRunner is it actually branched off into two different games. Those Spin Tires and MudRunner. It's the creators of the game. They got into, I don't know, spat, and half of them left. They started doing Spin Tires, and the other half then MudRunner, and I can't remember the details, but folks who continued with MudRunner, they came up with now SnowRunner, and then they do also have, they just came out with the Dakar Rally game. I haven't tried that myself yet. It had a lot of hype when it came out, but I haven't really seen anything about it lately. I don't know, has it flopped or what? Oh, caught a momentary hang there. I was worried we froze. I have had this game, well, I've logged so many hours on this game. There's a handful of times where, yes, it just freezes. You get no errors, it doesn't crash, it just freezes. They are obviously a pain when that happens, but now this is difficult. A big trailer, nothing but mud ahead of us. We'll just try. Oh no, I forgot the fuel. Aw, this is a pain. Engine off. Attach trailer, can we detach it? Can. Okay, this is gonna have to be quick. Doubt whether we're gonna. Because once we get down to 7 liters, and of course we hit something, can't see in the dark. Nobody here telling me to remember the fuel, and we hit something. And once we hit 7 liters, we're down to 11. Once we hit 7 liters, then this truck will start to problems moving. 10. Yeah, we're not going to pick it. So I blame that it's a stream. Thinking about all the stuff I need to talk about while I'm doing this, and I'm not possibly concentrating enough. And this is going to start sputtering and coughing and dying soon. The fuel trailer is right there. Oh no. 5. Yeah, you can see it having troubles again. Okay, that's it. So, what options do we have? We have the GMC SKU. We must remember to fill this up as well, because as the Big Star don't have all that much fuel. Back up, there is. But yeah, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that one of the main things to always remember to look out for is fuel. And I went and disregarded my first rule. Luckily, this GMC is not far. GMC to the rescue. And no, you can't. There is no, you cannot upgrade the fuel tanks in these trucks. Ouch. was that log. Not about that log. Get in the dark either. You cannot upgrade the fuel tanks, so fuel tanks are what they are. Some trucks have larger fuel tanks, some have smaller. Yeah. But this truck will not be able to pull that fuel tank out of there, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and give our remaining fuel to the Fleet Star. Fleet Star will go get the trailer, and then do it. Remember, this truck does not have all-wheel drive, does not have the lockable differential. There. But luckily, we can fuel up other trucks. There we go. Now let's just change truck into the Fleet Star. Have fuel again. Lights on. All-wheel drive on. Yeah, well, I have to say, this is actually kind of cool that we run into problems like this, even though they are user mistakes, driver mistakes. Actually cool because you do see like the typical things you can run into. Would have been boring to have like make a video, edit it, make it perfect. I don't really like those. Let's just accept this so that we have it in our task list. We can get back to it at any point. Let's just get close enough. That's probably close enough. No, we're not. Changing truck, attached trailer. Yep. Before we go anywhere, we might as well fill our truck up. Fuel from the fuel carrier to the Fleet Star. Might as well. Because we're going to be wanting to take this along with us. I don't think we're going to be leaving it here. Detached. Oops. Happens when you drive looking backwards. Go give the GMC a little bit of fuel so that it can get up and going again. Actually cool, you can see a lot more on the stream than I can. I have my ring light glaring at me and it tends to wash out my vision. Let's see now, refuel. Give the GMC a little bit. Oh, that'll be fine. Go give the pickup truck some fuel as well. Using the pickup truck at some point, probably not in this stream, but at some point we're going to go find all the watchtowers and the upgrades for the vehicles with the pickup. It's easier. I'm gonna go do that. build that up, then we're going to see what kind of what the rest of this current mission. What do we have? Bricks and wood planks. Now we need to go find some bricks and wooden planks. Luckily, I do have an idea where we can get those. Does mean some cross-country driving again. That's possibly another thing they could think about if they ever get around to making like a third installment of this Mud and SnowRunner games. They could think about possibly having some kind of a logistic system where you could like plan out routes and stuff. Might be interesting. Go ahead and give the what is that? Chevrolet CK 1500. Give it a full tank. We need to go fill this up. Probably have to do that anyway. Those. Now we have. Well, open it up like this. We can see so wood planks. Well, we need to get those from the lumber mill. Metal beams. We've already done metal beams. So bricks. The problem with bricks is. It's on one trailer. You got one on one trailer here and another on a flatbed semi-trailer. We don't want to pull that flatbed all the way. We don't want to pull that. We want to get both on the one load. You can also get bricks from the warehouse, but that's all the way on the other side of the map, of course. And it's kind of tricky to get there at the moment. There is this route here, but this is super muddy. Very difficult without off-road tires. There is a way through here on hard paved roads pretty much, but there are one bridge that's broken where we need concrete slabs from there. Then we also need metal beams, I believe. Another option is if we had, because I usually want the GMC, now has the, it would be able to pull that semi flatbed. It doesn't have a crane, because I could then crane the two bricks from the two different trailers onto one trailer. We can't do that right now. This is a bit of a whatchamacallit. Should have started out with a little bit of money, then we would have made things a lot more easy for us. Yeah, you can't, plans of mice and men. So, what are we doing? We're going to go and, get some metal beams, I think. Fill this up, get some metal beams, get that one bridge fixed. Then we can go and get bricks, I think. But we don't have the all-terrain tires yet. Obviously. Why didn't we start off with a little bit of money? Probably because I wanted to make things interesting. Turns out interesting is boring. Yeah. Oh, how'd that happen? Going so slow as well. Yeah, so the trucks, they can take damage. You can see at the bottom left there are tires, fuel tank, engine, gearbox, and suspension. They're all separate things that can take damage. Little bits of damage won't really do much. Basically, if the engine has now got like just a little bit of damage, then there might be like a 0.5% less power and more fuel consumption. When you get more severe damage, when it's like down halfway or something, then you'll start to have smoke coming out and some misfires and stuff. Same with the fuel tank. The more damaged it is, the more fuel it leaks. So you go through the fuel a lot faster. But I am going to remember to tank up. Different from the repairing. Repair trailers, they need to be connected to a truck to be able to do repairs. Fuel tankers and stuff, trailers, they don't need to. Logic behind this, I don't know. Here we go. Now we have a full tank. I don't always remember to switch off the all-wheel drive. It does save fuel if you have it off. Get up to speed here, I can show you. So we're going at about, like, changing gears, 4.4. We put all-wheel drive on, it goes up to 4.4. It dropped down to 3.5 when we took it off, so yeah. Obviously now we need it on. Yeah. Go, go, go. Seriously need those all-terrain tires. Off-road tires. I think there's highway tires, all-terrain tires, off-road tires, mud tires, and snow tires. Oh, was there snow tires? But they were maybe chain tires. Or then you could do mud tires that have chains. They're kind of like... Trucks usually don't have separate, like, winter tires per se. Big trucks, they don't. Like semis that you see on the road, hauling big trailers and everything, wintertime, they don't have snow tires. They're no different from their summer tires. They're relying on the weight, fighting the traction. Yeah. I mean, I think you can even get studded truck tires, but they're for lightweight trucks. Maybe something like this. If you put like studded tires on these big HGVs, like they say in the UK, heavy goods vehicles or semis or whatever, big trucks, studded tires on those, then the studs will be just chewed away. Moments. Norway, where they do a lot of trucking in the snow in the mountains and everything, there they have chains. No special snow winter tires, but they just put chains on them. Finland, where I'm situated, yeah, we have as much snow as Norway, but we don't have the mountains. Finland is a very flat country, so trucks don't have chains up there. They'll have them. They'll be somewhere in the storage containers, but yeah, very seldom do you need them in Finland. Unless you're going somewhere specifically that does have like a high incline or something. Now, let's think about this now. We wanted metal, and we want wooden plank. Why don't we have any trailers here? No trailer there. Get the metal beams. Those, because the metal beams, we want wooden planks to the farm. Then we want metal beams up here where it's still black. But we do also want that ramp flatbed. So how about if we take the metal beams into the truck, then we grab, there's a trailer here with wood on it already. Go down there, grab that, pull it along, take the trailer to the farm, dump the wood, then drive back here, grab that, go up with the metal. That's what we're going to do. Sounds like a plan. Make it so. Again, obviously, if I pre-recorded this video, I could plan things out, do everything like that, edit it, make everything look super cool, everything goes right. Not into that. I like to do things live. Get a proper feel for how things actually work. Whether they Yeah, metal beams. I hope one set is enough. If it isn't, then I'm super bad. Guess I have to come all the way back for just some metal beams. Yeah. What's up with this night? How's this so long? We're supposed to have double length day and just one night. Normal night. Then we have triple length night and no day at all. And then we just need the bricks. Wonder if we have enough money. We're going to be able to complete the bridge, and we're going to get some money from that. If we have enough money then for the off-road tires for this truck, because if we do, then we can get bricks from the warehouses. Not with these tires. I just know. Just gonna have to trust. Turn in. This is where we could pick up wood from. You'd see what it looks like if it was daylight, but it's nighttime, so you can't. There's a trailer here because these are just things I know. Let's go ahead. Hit reverse. Flying blindly. This is a very muddy spot as well, so we need to. Oh, why is it so tipping so much? Hit that one. Oh, we go. Oh, I can't see the trailer. Just make it out. Where are the reverse lights? Close enough. Is it close enough? Yes, it is. Right. Let's go. Don't tip over. How? I don't remember being so deep before. Obviously, I never ever had to get that trailer. Once, whenever I've started playing. Come on. Go, there we go. This game might be cool also if it, I don't know if it supports VR or not, because you can do this. So you can, you know, proper kind of I don't know. I like driving from out. And usually from a slight angle like this. Because then you can see where the front wheels are actually going to go. Especially if you drive on a narrow road with a cliff on the side. Oh look, you can see some eyes. They're like the animals of some of them. So yeah, if there's any viewers later, obviously I don't think there are any viewing live at the moment. Hopefully that'll change in the coming months maybe. I don't know, how long does it take for videos to start spreading? Oh, we nearly got stuck there. But if other folks are out there who enjoy playing would like to try some multiplayer, then I'm up for that. I do play other games as well. Sniper Elite is fun. Some other games. I'm very much waiting. I'm going to be doing live streams of Starfield when that comes out. Hopefully that will come out in September this year. Been pushed back a couple times now already, so hopefully no longer. Get it in December. Also, I've done some first reactions to mobile games and stuff. As I'm in the mobile world, for a company at the moment, I work for a company called Traplight, Battle Legion, and a few other games in the past, Big Bang Racing. Working on new things at the moment. They'll be interesting. There's some of those. Always forget to take the all-wheel drive off on tarmac bits, but we have fuel to spare. We never run out of fuel. Oh, can do it. Up down into low range and differential lock on. What happened there? The engine. What happened there? The engine kind of shut off and started up again. Never noticed that before. So you notice it if you play, like if you have the gearbox that has the selectable high range. If you stop and you try to get going with the high range gear, then that will stall the engine. Never had the engine stall like that using the automatic. Say never, at least I can't recall ever noticing. But obviously with the memory like a sieve, who knows? So it is a shame. I was hoping somebody would drop in, see the stream. Though I did leave the notice of it a bit late. It's been cool to see the chat working, but it is there. I mean, it seems to work. It's a shame it's got that YouTube notice there at the moment. And we could even hop out and just we can pop in. Yeah, it's working. Anyway, proof of concept. Check. Ah, there is one task that we can do at some point. Go and get that pickup. As you can see, that pickup is surrounded by very watery and boggy field. That will be an interesting one. Obviously, if we have the right tires, the right kind of truck, then easy. Go there with this right now. Haha. And kiss this truck goodbye. So we seem to be collecting trailers here. It'd be good to get these trailers out of here and perhaps into town. We're not helping anybody here. Into that. We'll take this trailer back up to the intersection near that bridge. so that that doesn't get left here, and then we can turn and get that flatbed trailer that has concrete blocks. How do you know? I just know. Wooden planks unload. Ah, yeah. Don't need metal beams. Yeah, we need the bricks. These metal beams are going for that bridge. Cool. Let's see if we can. It is deep here. As we have nothing in the trailer, then this should be easy. The trailer's not pulling us back very much. Should have added grip with the weight that we have on the back of the. There is a way to get up there, but not going to go there because we do need to get that flatbed, and I want to also get this trailer nearer to that bridge, so that it can be easily taken into town at some point whenever we drive by without a trailer. Or I mean, you can drag it along behind another trailer. You can just connect one trailer to the truck like we have now, and then you winch second trailer to the trailer that you're pulling already. That's how you can take along, and you can also take like other trucks like that as well. So you have your truck, a trailer, then you winch another truck that has a trailer. But it worked better in MudRunner. SnowRunner, if you pull another truck, it always seems to be pulling you back a bit. Because you think that if you have a truck behind you that might be even more powerful and faster than the one you're driving, then still they seem to always kind of like restrict your progress slightly. I'm just going to refuel, just because it's something I always do. I never run out. Except today, twice. I'll continue on here. And at the next intersection, where we have the paved road, I'm going to this trailer there. We'll head on to the right, off in that direction. Let's pick up the. Not bad. Let's just drop down and. So yeah. I am hoping that this my channel will start to grow eventually. I think I do have 17 subscribers at the moment. Hoping it will grow. Start voicing their opinions and what they'd like to see me do. This obviously we don't have many people watching. There's no comments. Not really getting all the kind of humor and the witty banter I usually have. But once we start to grow, it'll get better, and hopefully people will start to voice what they'd like to see me do. So I'm basically at the moment kind of like trying everything. Been doing some mobile games, Sniper Elite, Hollow Knight. We played some of that the other day. Yesterday, I don't remember. And so yeah, and then once Starfield comes out, I'm going to do some of that. Then I do have other games that I do also play. Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously. Check out the poster. Then GTA 5, and I was thinking signing up to one of the roleplay servers would be cool. Try to think of some really cool, interesting roles. Try to pull off and not annoy, but just have fun with the other folks role playing. That might be cool. You know, try to make something be funny. Aha, make something really funny. You're a funny guy, are you? Oh yeah. Let's just leave this trailer here. The intersection I was talking about. Detached trailer. Are good to go. Coming up on an hour 40. We're going to stop at some point once we hit the 2-hour mark, if there is a nice position to stop, so that we're not like right in the middle of doing something. Pick this up, see if we can get up. There is one incline coming up here, which might have to do some winching. Reverse. Oh, we don't need 4-wheel drive. So save some holdings. Go. Attach trailer. Whee! Go. But yeah, there is an incline coming up soon, and it's not muddy, but it is dirt. And with these tires, well, we'll see how we do. Also just realized I need to increase the degrees that the steering wheel can turn. It's a bit restricted. I think we're at about like 300 degrees. This can go up to 900. 900 is a bit excessive though, even though that isn't really as close to it would be in real life. But maybe if we have 300 now, then maybe 500. Don't want to be going crazy with the steering wheel all the time, but it might be good to have a little bit more precision. 4-wheel drive. We start slipping. See how the tires, how some of them get grip, some don't. When they lose the grip, they start spinning. That's the diff working. Then if we drop it in there, we put in the diff lock. Now they all spin at the same rate. Which, yes, it'll get you going in kind of rough terrain a bit better. And it does destroy the gearbox then when you're on hard terrain or going too fast. Because then the actual traction will start to fight as you turn. The wheels should turn at different speeds, like on tarmac. You turn. The diff lock will prevent that, but that'll then wear the gearbox out. So don't do that. And putting the gears into automatic automatically switches off the diff lock. Right. Note, there is a big fuel trailer there. Actually a semi-trailer. That means a high saddle. That's actually part of a mission or one of the contracts. So, but you can use, even if there's a trailer that's full fuel and it's a part of a contract, you can use that trailer. You can take fuel out of it. As long as there's, I think 10% is what is required. It needs to have at least 10% for it to be accepted when you drop it off. So you can leave like that kind of a contract. You can postpone completing those contracts just to use the fuel that's in it. Or if you have extra money, you can purchase an empty fuel trailer yourself, and then you can fill it up with that before returning that one. Lots of options. Go, go, go. Yeah. Another game to try out. It's a game that I've wanted to try out for a long time. I don't have it myself, but obviously I could purchase it. Is the truck simulators. Probably not the American one because their trucks are just odd. The Euro Truck Simulator is what I would be thinking of. Yeah. They're just like very dated. American semi trucks. They just seem very dated. The Euro Truck Simulator, that would be something I'd like to try out. I think the Euro Truck Simulator has American locales as well and American trucks. So this is the task. The contract, it's one of the tasks, but we should have everything in, if I remember correctly. start tracking. We have the metal beams. Okay, we need, obviously, didn't know that we already had them, so we had to manually advance the forwards. Unload. Cool. And then we can concrete blocks. We can unload both. And there we go. Look at that. 1,850 green papers. How many do we have? Do we have enough? Oh, I can't remember where I can see money we have. Can't we see that here? Okay, do we need to actually hop into... Can do is we can dodge. Yeah, we have 4,450. That is not enough. Tires. Can't get into the customization truck store. Here you can buy lots of trucks. They just cost a lot. So they hardly have, but a lot of these you can also find in the world. There's actually, I think this one is one you can find in this app, and then use stuck in some deep water. Once we have good tires on this Fleet Star, we can definitely we need to go. We can definitely go and pick that up. That'll be great. So, what do we need now? Bricks, don't we? At harvest, we need... Anything else that we're going to need bricks for? Well, that one would be on this... Okay, scout recommended. I don't think it was, you know... I'm going to need bricks then. Okay, this is actually the mission that's going to need the heavy fuel tanker semi-trailer. Say that really fast 3 times. Yeah, that's that one we just saw that was here at the fuel station. If you go over here, station here. That's what we saw there, and then after that we're going to need bricks and metal beams. Metal high is required just for that trailer. So in fact, we're going to need bricks, and we're going to need them twice. There is a trailer at the warehouse. I could just leave this trailer here. Go and get... you can get 2 bricks onto the truck, 2 into the trailer, and see if these tires that we have now, if we can... them. Then we can leave that one trailer with bricks somewhere here. Come back along here. And... But then we just go get the one set of... I think we can get anywhere with the tires. Yeah, let's pack this and go get the bricks. What about this trailer? Is it here? In the way a bit. Oops. Started driving with the keyboard. Why did I do that? Oh, it's going to be completely in the way. Let's get on the other side of the road. Okay. Without hitting the barrels. Yay! Leave this here. There we go. Try. Again, we have the wrong tires for this now. We could have the all-terrain tires, but we don't. This is going to be... We're either going to get stuck, or this is going to be very slow. Might require just going in low range, but we'll see. It's crawling up. It's crawling up slowly. Going quite well. There is weather in the game. Now and then it does start raining. Not 100% sure if that actually changes how the trucks and the vehicles perform on different surfaces. It makes mud and stuff more slippy and more problematic. It might just be cosmetic, the rain. There's always this kind of a short animation. Pointless because what that did is you can see that now there's no black around here, no fog of war. But yeah, we can see mask here, trailer there, the watchtower there. There's a roadblock up here that's going to need something. That need parts. There's an upgrade there. That's a tricky one. Needs off-road tires. Service parts. Let's try. We could go for getting the bricks into the truck and service parts in. How does that sound? Try that. You always want the more heavy stuff in the truck and lighter stuff in the trailer. I know service parts are lighter, so. But I just don't know if these tires are good enough to get us going then. If we get stuck in this, you have nothing to really come and save us. Because the GMC, just as bad, that's even worse. That doesn't have all-wheel drive or the diff lock. An hour and 53 at the moment. I think we're going to try to get these bricks to the farm, and that will probably be it for this time, but we definitely do this again. This is a very stream friendly game. I like this. There's stuff to talk about all the time, stuff to look at. I mean, this game it looks nice as well. It's a nice looking game. You can get this on the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass. There, available for anybody who subscribes to that. Then you get the game included. Otherwise, obviously, you can get it on Steam or purchase it at the Microsoft. It's a fun game. It's a game you can always come back to. It's not something that requires you to constantly at it. It's just taking a shortcut. There's no police. I can't be bothered to stick all the time. So what did we agree on? Bricks in the truck and service parts in the trailer? Was that the way we want to do it? Close enough. Somewhere there. Attached trailer. There we go. Oh. Off. And again, if you don't want to spend money, though I'm not sure if we're actually paying for the loading. The loading costs hardly anything if you do have it on paid. It's like, I think 200 whatever green things to auto load. Nothing, or was it 150? For more realism, you can also always require to have a crane that you crane stuff off that off the red area there. But I think we at the moment don't have loading costing it. Okay, we should have. But again, I'm not going to stop and change and start a new game just for that. So, if you do get into this game and you want to start one of these the new Plus game where you choose the settings, then do think about it. Do take the time to think about it, because this is the kind of game you start and you get far, it can feel very daunting to start a new game. Really change much. Same game every single time. Which is another funny thing. The contracts could easily be made in a way that they are always slightly different. That would give the game a lot higher, you know, replay value. It would. That's just my humble opinion. I'm not going to go off-road now because we don't have off-road tires. We have all the weight, but I will turn in here. Oh, will it make it? Yes, it will. But there's a possibility that we are not going to be able to make it. With the trailer, I do think we can make it without the trailer, but with the trailer, possibly not. There's one point which is quite steep uphill, a bit slippery, and there's not really any winch points. See, we can't go back the way we came because there are some tight turns, and with these tires we just don't have the grip to get through them nicely, and the trailer will get caught on a few blocks. This I remember. I've tried it numerous times. I'll point out where we came from, because kind of backtracking at the moment. Yeah, no. There's the tower that we unlocked just a moment ago. So it's just after that big rock. You make a sharp turn left, and you go up. But the next turn up there, we just can't. We can't make it with these tires and this trailer. We can, but the trailer will get stuck. Just can't have it turn properly. We might, just super difficult. So what I'm opting to do is to climb up there. But there are hardly any winch points. We just have the basic winch, so it's not very long. See? So we do have diff lock. How's our fuel? Our fuel's fine. Wow. I was expecting to have more problems, though. This is also one problem here. You need to be careful where you put your tires. You want to get them not on the tracks that are already made, because they'll be soft. We'll get stuck. Go. So it's good to always take that. We took that kind of right side to that track. Good way to go. Super sludgy here. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll go open up that roadblock as we have the service parts with it, and it's just up the road. We'll go do that. Then we'll take the bricks, and that'll probably be it for today's stream. Been a good test. The chat looks okay on the side there. All depends on what game you play, where you situate those, where you have everything. Luckily enough, the top left. Oh, I didn't notice that. Obviously, you don't see all the... Why didn't I look at that? I'm going to have to stop for just a moment. Yeah, look at that. I'm blocking half of your view. Yeah. Anyway. Game's almost over, so it doesn't matter. Ah! So, let's just get these service parts. Delivered. But yeah, well, I say service parts, I bet it's not. It'll be something else and I'll waste it all. Except our tracking. Oh. I love it when a plan comes together. Ooh, 1,650. Now with leaving these bricks off at the farm, we will have enough money to get those proper tires onto this truck. And we have less to worry about when venturing out. Let's turn around here, head back towards the farm. We'll take the back road into the farm, right next service station. Might as well fill up at the service station as well. Because, as you know, I do not run out of fuel, ever. Try not to tip this trailer over. Tip the truck over. Oh. I have to tell you, the years I've spent playing MudRunner, now SnowRunner, just with the keyboard. Oh man, this is such joy playing this with the steering wheel. I imagine Euro Truck Simulator or any truck simulator would be the same kind of thing. Probably any car game. The one shame is I do know GTA does not support the steering wheel. You need to have a separate mod to do that. Mods aren't allowed in the normal GTA Online experience, so you can't use the steering wheel in the normal online GTA Online. But to be honest, who wants to go there? It is a very toxic place. If you hop onto the GTA 5 Online, it's very difficult to do any sort of role playing or any kind of have fun, because basically it's little players who just, first thing they see you, hardly even have a chance to blink your eye and they shoot a rocket at you. Constantly. Kind of not really doing what the whole idea was about. But that's why folks have come up with their own RP servers, role-playing servers, where they actually moderate, they police what people do, and if you break the rules, if you don't do proper role-playing, so basically you just go out and rampage and shoot anything and everything, be a silly person, then get kicked. Banned. So you have to actually, you know, role-play properly. Some are more strict than others. Some are so strict that you get kicked even for asking advice on how to do things, like how to open up the in-game menu. If you get how to do that, you ask that, you can get kicked. They are so strict with the role-playing. Of course. We're going to be selling some of these trailers at some point. I'm starting to collect quite a few of them, which is a nice thing. We do have it set that if you sell a trailer, you only get 50% of its value. Is like, I think, kind of realistic, so it's used, so you only get half. But it is a source of income, so at some points in the game, if you have bad decisions and so on, you end up having to recover your truck, pay a lot of money, or repair it, pay a lot of money, then sometimes it can be an easy way out to just sell one or two trailers, get some easy, quick money. But it is only half, so don't want to. You won't be wanting to then sell a trailer that you will really need. This trailer we have now is probably one of the most versatile. decently big tires, so it's not going to get too stuck anywhere. The really low one, I think the one that we see up ahead, that also takes the same amount of cargo as this one, but it's got really low tires, so they're kind of like highway tires. They will tend to get stuck in mud more easily, so have a heavy load on them, and yeah, it'll cause problems. This not so much, big tire. Oh, but it's possibly also less stable. So if you go with the one with the small tires, and I think it has a lower center of gravity and stuff, it won't tip over as easily. Yeah, I mean, but it looks cool as well. This one doesn't look so cool. Like, I don't know, the lower one looks cool. Anyway, here we are. Oh, we have the wrong. Have this active. Start tracking. I want to unload. I've got bricks. I want to unload them. Unload. Out. So, might as well head to the, yeah, we'll head to the garage, we'll swap out the tires, and then I think that will be it for the stream today. Been great having you all here. I don't think we've had anybody in the stream today. But it's a Monday. It's actually a holiday. It's a day off here in Finland. 8A, it's traditionally, it's a day off. But I don't think around the world, I don't think they celebrate 8A as much as they do. We don't have any weight in the truck now, so it's struggling to pull that trailer. Just get the tires changed. That'll be a good place to stop. Next stream that we do with SnowRunner, we'll be looking into the next steps, what we need to do, possibly venturing out into a neighboring area. Still staying in the same region, but there's 4 areas, or 4 local areas to the Michigan region. I'll get some speed. This is where an off-road gearbox would be good, because you could force into the high gear. Once the truck is moving, you can go into the high gear, and it will force the truck to go at a slightly higher pace. Tires will spin more, but chances are you'll go at a higher pace. Doodaloo. Doodaloo. Yeah, well, this is on YouTube now at the moment. I have been thinking about just streaming also to Twitch. I believe OBS can handle those at the same time, like to both platforms. I don't know if it's worth the hassle. I do know a few gaming streamers or YouTubers. Most of them don't stream; they just make videos, pre-recorded and edited. They do have Twitch accounts, but they haven't done anything on Twitch for ages. Some I seem to think Twitch is, I don't know, is it a thing? Or is it just that, well, they're so far, the ones I follow, they actually monetize, so they make a living with this stuff. Perhaps Twitch is not something to make a living with. Starting to get dark again. Was that daytime? Was it double the length of the night we had? I don't know. But we did start out in the morning when we started the game, so we've had 2 days, complete days and 1 night. So yeah, it's about right. I'm just Just wondering if this trailer is have too many of these. Could sell it there where there's yellow boxes over there. Oops. Maybe we'll keep it for a while. Keep it for a while. We'll keep. I'll go see. Be annoyed if we can't get those tires yet. Surely we can get the tires done. Done like 2 contracts, 2 or 3, and 2 tasks. We should be able to get. Do you have anything free that we can? There's the off-road gearbox. That's something we need to stop. There are better engines at some point. Tire. We can. Let's go get fast. We have the better tires, and you can upgrade the winch at some point. We have the stock medium. There's the extended medium. It'll be longer, but it comes at a hefty 11,000. I think I don't need the snorkel yet. There's nothing to. Excellent. We now have better tires. Those really knobbly. They should send us along in the mud and dirt a lot. So I think we shall park up here. Park up here. Engine off. And we shall thank you for a wonderful stream. There weren't many of you here, but hopefully somebody will view this video later. That's my COVID going off. Or I can feel my voice is going to go. It's a good point to end the stream there. So anybody watching later, hope you like this video. Do subscribe. Do like the video. Let me know in the comments, either of this video's comments or in the channel comments, what you thought, any ideas of how to improve, or any ideas of what kind of games you'd like to see. Other than that, have fun, guys. See you later.